Hey, Belonging Utah is back, and this week our Jamie McGriff is here to share a new story about the Buffalo Soldiers.
You could say this is an extension of what we first learned about them back in February of this year. Jamie McGriff with more.
The Buffalo Soldiers at Fort Douglas held a special role in Utah that I didn't realize until making another visit to the museum. More jewels of history, some of which was right in my face as soon as I walked in the door.
We call it our Gathering of Soldiers.
This display of U.S. soldiers greets every visitor at the Fort Douglas Museum, which is on the University of Utah campus.
And this represents all the different era of soldiers that were stationed here at Fort Douglas from the 1860s clear up until the 1990s.
Fiona Robinson Hill is one of the museum's historians. One soldier that stands out for this story is the gentleman sitting on the horse. Hill says he represents the era of the first black soldiers in the United States Army who would be known as the Buffalo Soldiers.
Well, there were only 4 regiments for Buffalo Soldiers. So you had the 24th, the 25th, the 9th, and the 10th.
Hill explained the 24th Regiment contained about 600 members, which was the largest number of Buffalo soldiers during the Spanish-American War, and they were stationed right here in the Beehive State.
They had a band, the 24th Infantry Band, and they were pretty much rock stars, the modern equivalent of rock stars.
Hill says one roster listed 16 band members, and some of them likely played more than one instrument. The 24th Infantry Band earned a prestigious reputation in Utah.
And these musicians were classically trained. They went to the best music schools back east.
The 24th Infantry Band earned a prestigious reputation in Utah.
In fact, any parade that took place in Utah, the 24th Infantry Band was invited to attend.
But once the music stopped, the difficult realities of life as a black soldier picked up its tempo once again.
Being part of the military band, it was kind of like the lowest pay grade as well. And they had to buy their own instruments.
Hill explains there was a controversy over the future of military bands in general. There were periodic efforts by the U.S. government to defund them.
It did try to go back and forth with, we don't need a military band, but then people would say, yes, we do. We need a military band. It's important. We like them.
So the bands remained. And the lasting legacy of these soldiers in particular can be seen and heard today.
How it led to, the jazz era, and it paved ways for Louis Armstrong and Nat King Cole. And then, of course, you have this big, huge, down in the South, the marching band culture. And it was all influenced by these black soldiers in military bands.
It's clear the 24th Infantry of the Buffalo Soldiers left their mark as professional soldiers with talents that inspired everyone.
Coming up next week, I'm going to tell you about one of the 24th Infantry Band members who, as it turns out, was the only band member buried at Fort Douglas Cemetery. Jamie McGriff, 2 News.